I'm going to slap you right now. Welcome to the match coverage from the August Super Grand Championship. I'm Kemble. This is
Chris Tilley.
Those bays look good.
I still need some work.
Who's that guy?
Is that a chicken mask?
That's definitely a chicken. What's the deal with the chicken? Andy Kwan.
He didn't even finish the match, did he?
Rough day. Well, what happened to David Wampler?
Was that David Wampler flying?
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know anybody let anybody like that on a shooting range. Who's this guy? Is that Andy Kwan getting ready to shoot?
That's Chris Tilley.
Oh.
That's you, man.
Yeah. This is one of 2 stages, I think, that my gun worked. But I shot awesome on this one. I think I had 2 misses.
Couldn't ask for a better day.
It was amazing. The weather was awesome. So it was a condition 2 start, 10 shots, 10 for 10. I got the plate. I had 2 misses literally on the second and third target there.
Do you think you could have drove through that stretch in the middle a little faster?
I was trying. I was digging. I think I had the fastest time by a lot. But a lot less points by a lot. You see the steal in the back corner there?
Yeah, back right.
Yeah.
Travis Beal, local shooter, trying to bring him on the team.
Yeah, he's slow, but he's going to get there one day when he stops reloading from 10 and just goes 10 for 10.
It looks like you guys ran the same line, though.
He had a great match, actually. Good and consistent. A lot of talent with that guy.
Did you see him lag in the reload?
That's not him lagging. That's how he reloads. I got to give a shout out to him. Congrats for him and his wife. They have a new one on the way.
Uh-oh.
They've been trying for a little while, so it's a big deal.
Ed Chase, another local guy. Coming down from Pitt County. Thanks, Ed.
Was that the blue blur?
No one calls him that.
No one calls him that?
I don't know where you came up. That's not a thing.
Why isn't he moving? He doesn't know he's got to get to the other end of that. What does that look like to you?
Okay, did you see Ed he pumps the brakes. Watch him pump the brakes into the last position, right? So he starts slowing down to break a shot that doesn't require that kind of sight picture.
Well, I mean, it's close because I think Ed actually was really trying to shoot some points, and it's just in that zone where if you're not careful, you're going to drop a lot of Charlies. And I don't know what's going on with that stance there. He got caught doing like nothing.
Madsen or Chase?
Madsen there. Yeah.
He still seems to have like an ongoing mobility issue.
Yep.
Shout out to Matt. Thanks for the support, man. He is actually a Super Grand advisor. Don't tell anybody.
Oh, snap.
Company secret. White Lightning, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff White. The Honorable.
Jeff White just smoked his ass.
That sucks.
Jeff White started moving his feet when the buzzer got off. He understood what the stages was about. You got to get to the other end, man.
Jeff is solid. I hope he needed the makeup, though, right? He adds a second or so at the end, making up a shot.
Yeah, he lost his mind there.
Alex Goking, another Super Grand squad member. Thanks for coming down, buddy.
Yeah.
A Marine.
He's a good guy. Polite young man.
Looks like him and Jeff ran a similar stage. Clean points. Maybe too clean.
He shot the whole match that way. We got to shoot with him the next day afterwards, and he opened up a little bit, and that speed definitely got better.
But I like how he pumps during that portion where I think you slowed down. Watch him pump. So he breaks a grip and pumps through, right? It's like 4 steps. His
arms started moving faster than his legs, it looked like to me. It looked like he was trying, but he wasn't getting anywhere. I'm more like what Stickley did there. His gun was up, and it was a seamless transition to the next target. That's what I'm looking for. Where he kind of made it 2 positions. Walter does a great job of it as well. He had a little bit more of a pause than I'd like, but it was a great run by him.
Aggressive transition to last position with a steal. Right?
That was an awesome transition.
Smooth as fun.
Yeah. That's why he won the stage. So James, he kind of made it 2 positions as well. Right there is where he drops it in that second position.
Turner versus Wampler.
You'll see him dropping down right there, how much it cost him. Look, Wampler got ahead of him big time there.
Yeah, again, it's guys putting the brakes on into that last position, right?
Yeah, I agree.
They're dropping the center of gravity, overestimating the target difficulty before they transition to steel. Turner versus Stickley. It's funny, I brought up the stage to Stickley and he just laughed when I asked him if he had a chance of catching James.
What was... Stickley looked to be about the same time there. He must have dropped some points.
Yeah, they take the exact same line. Stickley actually breaks later. Robert Walker, local match director.
Walbert got he got ahead of him pretty quick too there, just moving all the way through and making it more of a seamless transition. But
Dylan Walker, the real hero of the match.
I think he actually beat his dad on the stage.
Did he?
I believe so.
Dylan really making a lot of gains this summer.
Yeah, great transition at the end there.
I think Dylan favors your movement style too, right?
He stays upright a little bit more than I like, but yeah, I agree. He's got a lot of natural ability, which is great. Who's this guy?
I don't know, Aaron. What's going on behind the gun, man?
Why do you make that two static positions?
To be fair, it's a big first stage for him, right? Just
Is it?
slow.
It's a big 50-rounder, 50-point stage, excuse me. Yeah, I'd like to see a lot more movement out of Aaron there.
Banks off the line.
Yeah, smokes him. Just because he moves and shoots. They had about the same first shot.
Yeah, definitely. It's just how they handled the footwork on the first stretch.
Yep.
Ingrid, thanks for coming. Another member of Super Grand Squad.
Yep, this is her first match. So she was quite nervous here. She did great though.
Yeah, she's really muscling the gun too, which is nice to see. Beginner, like, knows how to grip.
She knows how to shoot. She can hit stuff, but, you know, she's just not used to having that much stress on her. That was the biggest thing for her this match. Oh, my God. So I had a light strike there. After that, though, everything went pretty good. I had a pause there. Came up on the platform, and I shot top target and then the bottom target. When I transitioned down, I kind of had to search for it a little bit, I felt like.
You jumped to overhead here, and you can see the target layout in the rear.
Makes me cringe with that long delay on that second target there, that third and the fourth shot.
I think the platform was a hit, though. Interesting stage prop.
Yeah, my dad nailed it. It was awesome.
Had a banister. For all you range lawyers out there, shout out to Dennis.
Old people fall. We need to be able to hold them up.
You look a lot more comfortable behind the shadow, too, than in previous footage, too.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny. I haven't been shooting very much lately, but that gun's always fit my hand really good. I like it. Production gun, I mean, you and I have our different views on there, but, you know, I tend to drift towards the shadow, too, as far as fitting my hand better.
Yeah, so I want to look at Travis's stage plan here. He shoots the beginning of the stage with a different tactic, and I think it really hurts him.
Let me see that again. What did he go to?
He breaks this down into, like, minor positions on the top.
He stayed farther over. Yeah, he didn't move forward nearly as much as I did, yeah.
Blair Eddins being a champ back there.
Yeah. Travis just has a lot of natural ability. He can make up stuff like that. Right before he went up the platform there, you see he stays way far to the left as well. He takes an interesting route that I don't know why. Just maybe to get closer to those PTs, but it looks awkward to me. How he went up the stairs there, and I think it was because of that.
How do you expect Travis to show up against other masters at the state match?
Well, he definitely, his goal here was to be consistent, and he was. If he does that, he's not going to have a problem. He's gonna stomp a lot of people.
Even Ed Chase, though, outmaneuvering him in the second half of the stage, right?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I think Travis was a little nervous about that dropout target there with the penalty on it. He didn't want to move those feet. You know, even though it was a non-penalty target, he shot it very conservative.
Yeah, so Ed Chase picked up his time skipping.
Yeah, he did, but you know, he gave up quite a bit of points. I think Travis ended up getting at least, you know, I don't think it was 10 points off of it, but I think it was 7, something around there.
David Chase filming his dad. It's a super grand athlete, if I've ever seen one. Shout out to David, he's growing up pretty quick.
He's getting huge.
Every time I see him, I'm like, yo, that's a teenager.
He's a foot taller.
Absolutely. Yeah. Still blue skies on Super Grand Ranch.
Super Grand Ranch. I like that. The blue blur.
So I'm watching Ed's hands. I find that his grip pressure, he reallocates it during wide transitions. And I've spoken with him a little bit about that, and it's part of the strategy. But I've noticed sometimes at least these situations where we're finding one mic and an otherwise good run, right?
Well, I think the biggest thing on there for him, it looked like he got searching at the end there. When he went up the stairs, it looked like he almost quit a little bit. He wasn't nearly as aggressive. He's still aggressive.
Pretty neck and neck to the platform.
Well, he got smoked up the platform though by Alex.
I know Ed's made a recent commitment to his personal fitness, so
yeah.
I expect him to catch up to Alex here soon. Gokeen really shot some poor points.
He did. You know, it's kind of crazy because that was his biggest attribute to the match was his
on every
points.
other stage.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Came off. He seems to mount the gun towards himself during movement, right? So he like keeps it within his working space. I know he's a tactical guy, and I think that may be hindering him. Like that he could afford to keep the gun a little farther from his center.
Let's see it. Let's see how it looks there.
Look at it in the midsection.
Thanks for blocking it there. Oh, Aaron Sr. Yeah, I saw what you're talking about there.
See
though.
that?
Yeah.
And it's awkward. It's keeping him from pumping.
And I tell you what, there's a lot of places in the world you go to, you put the gun up that high, they'll disqualify you because it's getting pointed over the berm. Yeah, it puts it in a weird spot. It's not natural to do anything with the gun there.
Justin Kraft. I can't add up that many points.
Yeah, it's just a lot.
That's a lot.
He's got nice socks though.
He does have nice socks.
Yep.
They're handy. You can always see them.
Yep. We're gonna get him a better shirt that actually wicks sweat away. It says Super Grand Champ on there. We're gonna charge him double. That's the running joke. He always pays double.
So did you see him align his hips to the left side of the bay and basically force a static position?
Yeah, it kind of like what Travis did, honestly.
I'd
He
like
kind
to
of shot
see,
in the back there, but it was even less fluent.
I'd like to see him run your drill where he leads with the right foot to align it, right? And then exits a little bit faster. Turning like a hard post. Kevin Sticker again with the points.
Well, open shot is completely different. This whole match was completely different stages for the open gun with how they were laid out in round count.
Nice finish.
Yeah. Yeah, those points though, that was clear.
Blair Evans. The man with the plan with that timer.
He likes going up those stairs, don't he?
That's right, good after, buddy.
Good thing we had a rail up there. Who's this guy? Did he finish the match?
I cannot confirm nor deny his placement. I know he had a bunch of issues during the day with the gun. But we're definitely glad to have Andy any day.
Mr. Quan.
I feel like I've seen a lot of Richard Banks scoring. He's putting in work. You never see Aaron Edens.
No,
doing that
he's
much.
taking selfies in the
Yeah, that's
background.
right. He brought his girlfriend.
Yeah, that's true.
He's preoccupied. I'll tell you what, though. Andy's an athlete. Obviously, he's a soldier and an athlete. And I think it really shows in all his performance. I just hope he gets his equipment sorted out. And get back to compete.
We're working on it. I've got some stuff that I'm working on with Andy on his equipment, getting that squared away. Hopefully, that's just frustrating. That's one of the bad things about open is you gotta stay on top of that equipment. He's had a lot of life changes that's kept him from putting that time in.
David Wampler, thanks for coming down.
Yeah, that was a hell of a trip for him. We do appreciate it, dude.
The Womp.
Did he draw and do a lunge there at the beginning?
We're going to have to run it back. That man's pretty quick on his feet.
Too quick.
Athletic guy for sure. Kevin Stickley trying to get some tips here, filming it for his diary.
Yeah, we can't see anything because of it. It was a little bit of a lunge, wasn't it?
Yeah, so he definitely, almost like he gets his center of gravity over the tips of his toes and falls out of the first position, right?
Yep. It's kind of an awkward position. Like, I don't think he meant to do that, but that's what happened.
James smoking it.
Still bad points. No one shot good points on this thing. That was the key. Those penalty targets really kept you in that Charlie Delta area on a lot of targets, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'd like to think it kept everyone honest, though, right?
It did. It did.
James is fluid, right? I mean, more so than some of the other guys on stage.
And he shot the penalty target. He didn't bitch out and, you know, do no penalty misses. So that was awesome.
Picturesque scene, Super Grand Ranch, flag flying in the background, blue skies.
That's how God intended it.
Absolutely. Richard Banks, man, got to give him credit. I know he's recently sponsored by Jeff Wallace.
Yeah, he's killing it, man. It's a family commitment with him. His whole family's putting the time in, and you can see the results. What's he been shooting? Not even a year, I don't believe.
Looks like he might be working on his fitness too. It seems to put on some lean body mass.
He's a young guy. I don't even know if he has to try to work on that right now. You know.
He just eats, sleep,
Yeah.
show up back on the range.
Yeah.
His knees don't hurt.
Yeah. God.
We got Banks versus Edens coming up.
There's that other young guy scoring and putting work in.
That's right. So I think Aaron needs to take a cue here, right? I mean,
he's just getting beat out of position. He's getting caught being static way too much.
3 steps. I mean,
Yep.
he's given up 3 steps
Yep.
within the first few yards of the stage.
You think with his girlfriend there, he'd want to win more. Yeah, he's getting smoked there.
Yeah, no comment, Aaron. No comment, buddy. I'll tell you what, though, Blair and Aaron, both good sports. Aaron making a big firearm change here, too, right?
He's getting ready to get open division, yeah. It's going to be good for him. It's going to help him want to move those feet a little bit more while he's shooting. He's just relaxed a little bit more on that draw. Those shoulders are up pretty high. I know a lot of ours wouldn't even start him there.
A little slow up the stairs for Aaron, too.
I don't know if that was because of the reload or not, but yeah, I saw that. It was kind of like you almost forgot where to go. Ingrid here.
Getting it done.
Yeah. It was a hard stage for her. As soon as you went up the platform, she truly forgot what was going on. She got nervous. She shoots good groups, so she'll shoot me in a group. She can do that. Those nerves, though, right now are just getting to her, but she's working through it.
Oh, for sure. And it's a big hurdle just to have the confidence to come out. First match, and it's this one.
Most people don't go out ever. They never make that first step, so she's making it happen. That's awesome. I think this is where the problem happened, is right after this stage. She did a reload, and it's like, okay, she was supposed to actually done a drop, grab, and go, and insert up at the top of the platform.
In all fairness, just a lot going on.
Oh yeah.
It's a sequencing issue, memorization issue, but we're just happy she shot the whole match.
Absolutely. You don't have to be a pro shooter to get out there and do it, but you can learn to be.
Even Matt Madsen learned a few things here.
What's he learning? Knee braces? Oh my God.
It's a photogenic stage. Super Grand Barrels coming to a range near you. Go ahead and book the Super Grand van to come to your local match. Set up a stage, film it, get your footage, some commentary, whatnot. Grow the sport, grow the community.
You're going to love it. So we put the tree at the beginning of the stage, and it actually made a big difference on, I bet it was 50-50 people running around the left and the right side, but it actually changed the dynamics of the first section of the stage there. Fast stage, especially for open guns.
Yeah, from a cinematography perspective, I like the dust in the background. I know it's not really relevant, but
yeah, it's pretty cool. You're right.
Nice. We're trying to be like the planet Earth for shooting sports.
Well, I know in Top Shot they did stuff like put chalk there, so when you hit it, actually they'd create it. We don't have to do that on our range.
Noted. Noted.
Oh no, everything's real in Top Shot. Excuse me.
Tilley kind of beat me off the draw there. Or Beal right now, Travis. But then in that last half, what happened?
I think Bill had an issue where he hit the back popper twice and nothing on the front popper, and that's what killed him. He had good points compared to me. I shot crappy points. I was really going after the time. Right there, yep. That's what it was. I'm 100% sure he shot it strong hand too.
Yeah, in the future we consider getting some cameras down range. Maybe see a little more of that second half of the stage.
Yeah, we're gonna kill that.
He gets what I would call weak behind the gun at the apex of the stage right there. He essentially lost the drive that he had.
It's almost like he lost confidence in what he was doing.
Exactly.
But yeah, I saw that.
And I think we're going to see it when he's running against Chase. I'd assume Chase gains ground on him during that transition.
Whoa, yeah.
Whoa. Here it is, right here, right? Okay, so it's from the right, Ed goes to the left. This is where Travis gets a little weak in the heart. But he still gets Ed out of there.
But Travis had kind of a different array at the beginning there. Where he shot the that penalty target, that open target on the right side at the first section. I shot a little later, and I think Ed did too here. Let's look.
Yeah, if you notice, if Ed had a bit of a jump on the buzzer there. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
I think that happens when you dry fire a lot, goes to your random start. Goking getting ready for his run. Yeah, unfortunately you can't see what happened in the last position, but I think the training value is right here at the top. There we go, that flinch.
Yeah, it was perfect. He had a great reaction, man.
The feet keep moving, too.
Yeah. Right there was the only thing, he had a bad load. That was a big part of the stage. Is if you got that load good, you can keep that momentum moving all the way through to the last position, which was very, very important on the stage.
Goking getting a little too excited.
Staying back on that first target.
Yeah, an alternative plan that puts him further behind in yardage.
Yeah, I mean, it was all about just being scared of that one penalty target at the beginning.
That sounds delicious. Are you drinking a healthy beverage?
It's clear. Oh, and the draw was bad too, though. Search for the gun.
The stage plan, right?
It was all stage plan.
And what's interesting, he's processing slower too.
Yeah, and he didn't really shoot that good points, right? So I think he was definitely trying to be more conservative during the match day, and it hurt him there because if I remember correctly, I think I scored him on this, and he had a lot of Charlies that that a quarter or eighth of an inch from the alpha too.
Yeah, so it's interesting. One of his training goals currently is economy of motion. And now that I watch this footage, it seems like he's definitely not moving at his most effective rate all the time, right? He kind of lags himself up. It has that molasses type momentum.
Right.
Justin Kraft.
Yeah, that was killed at the beginning.
Showing Goking how it's done. We sync these things to the beat. Interestingly enough, you can really see a lot during the first second of the stage.
Yeah, this was all about tactics on the stage plan here for sure. He was still slow on the buzzer though.
And awkward with the draw too. Did you notice him hitch his elbow?
Yeah, he didn't look very comfortable at all. He's doing what I call the zigzag, always attacking the targets and moving towards the target versus where he needs to be going.
I'm assuming so he had a makeup in that last position right there, or second to last position.
No, that was a popper that he planned on doing, but I wasn't very happy with the stage plan of his of doing that transition to that popper. You had to go across it anyway, but that's kind of his forte on a lot of things, is doing some different stage plannings. So he does the load, and that right there, that was actually planned.
Okay.
And that killed him. I tried to talk him out of it.
Quan.
I think this is his demise. No,
Oh,
he
so
gets
well,
one more stage.
Ooh, it's a little back and forth. That made our highlight reel. Again, I'm just happy with Andy's athleticism. I mean, I know it doesn't necessarily correlate with performance in our sport, but it's nice to see guys out there taking care of themselves.
Yeah, he puts a lot of time and effort in that.
Nice. It looks like it paid off there. I'd be interested to know his time. If he could clean the pinch up, certainly that was an aggressive run.
Yeah.
Kevin, another guy, soldier and accomplished sports shooter, out here making us look good with that thick, tight, lean body. Dun, dun, dun.
A little bit of a hiccup on this gun there at the beginning that slowed him down, but I don't think it messed him up mentally at all.
No, I'd say Kevin's definitely a mental giant. He's very good at getting out there and doing what he wants to do.
Yeah. A lot of people have a hard time getting back on track from that.
Never out of the fight, Kev. Back to the womp.
He had a pretty good run here.
Yeah, I think so. Unfortunately, James came through, swept it. Our August Super Grand champion. Thanks for coming, James. Come back, free of charge anytime. All our Super Grand champions are more than welcome to shoot at the Super Grand Ranch.
You know why I think James actually beat him on the stage? Was the same, he did the same thing as Justin on that popper back there. He did this extra transition right there. And then he came back to the popper at the end. So his gun moved across that same popper twice.
Robert Walker. Placed high overall.
He's getting low by leaning forward at the waist more than bending his knees on that movement. It looks a little awkward.
It comes up in later stages, postural issues.
His height, though, in this sport is a little harder. You start getting over that 6'1", 6'2" height, and it starts getting a little harder for you.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's a big guy. He's still an athlete. David Chase, one of my favorite shooters.
He's the man.
Let's see what David does.
This was my original plan, was to get closer to that penalty target on the right side as well, but it made you have one more transition. With extra round count, he made use of it by actually shooting some of the other targets that I had to do a reload on.
David looks a lot more comfortable with that new gun.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Well, I think just him getting bigger and stronger and heavier gun, everything together is falling in for him in place, and the results are definitely showing.
Dylan Walker, another great junior shooter. Robert Walker's son.
Talking about improvements.
Chasing after Robert here.
You mean beating him?
Jeff White. Nice.
That was a good run, though. Jeff White's just some ironing by twirl in there.
Short shorts. Oh, God.
Who's that guy?
Another interesting stage. Small shooting area. A lot of options.
It was a hard stage, you know. It was more technical than I originally thought. I kind of lost my positioning right there when I transitioned off those first two to my third target. That was a mistake that I made.
Looks like you got mad at it when you transitioned right to left for the last little bit. You definitely yanked that gun right in.
I was pushing for it. That transition at the beginning there killed me. It cost me, I'd say, about 3/10. I transitioned to the popper instead of the paper. Flipped on paper then popper.
This overhead footage does a good job of showing the rest of the stage for everyone at home.
Yeah, that overhead footage is awesome. You can see the gun moved and then move again and then fire. That was that issue I was telling you about. Also, after the reload there, I had a light strike.
So what have you been looking to do in training with the state match and nationals coming up?
It's been a hard time for me right now as far as having time to train. But, you know, just getting to the range. And right now, to be quite honest with you, it's about getting my equipment to work. And if I can get that, then I can actually start working on myself. But trying to come up with some new equipment for open and limited division, and running out of time here for the nationals, but we'll make it happen.
Well, I know everyone wants to know, so you're planning on shooting open and limited nationals?
Open, limited, and production, yeah.
Oh, wow.
9 days at nationals, I think what they're calling it, something ridiculous like that, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be the coolest thing out there.
I heard you might be doing something with keto around that time, right?
Yeah, one is somewhere around that time we're going to meet up and get together and talk about a few things, maybe film a few things and get it out there for people to see.
Travis Beal's such a solid run, nothing to say.
Well, just those short shorts. When I look at the super transpose, I look at the shorts. It says it all right there.
Sun's out, buns out. I think Travis's brother is going to bring a catering partner into the mix for our next match. I know everyone was upset that they didn't get to eat tacos after lunch.
From my understanding, it's we're pretty lucky to have anyone with what had happened there before, and we lost our main guy.
Watch Ed's grip as he goes to the port.
It's a weird tactic from the beginning that Ed had. Transitioning back to the steel. And right here,
Right there.
he brings the gun up. Did you see that? Yeah, like
and up.
he almost pointed over the berm to transition to the other targets, like he's in the movies.
I wonder if he overcommitted his footing and was just out of position. Certainly he didn't
Like
mean
lost
to
his
do it.
balance or something. I've never noticed him doing that before.
Justin, a little farther removed from the port.
Did you notice that Justin wasn't holding that gun at all? Was kicking like a 40?
We're about to see Justin's footage again. There it was. So he slacked the grip again during transition. This is something
Even
I'm
though
seeing
6
with a lot of
shots
guys.
there looked like the gun was moving a lot.
Right. Good points. Worked out on this one. Little hitch in the draw.
Yeah, he needs some work on that draw. It's funny because I don't see that issue in practice when we shoot together. But with a little bit of stress on that, I think he's losing some mental thing on the draw. He's not getting enough attention it requires.
So we have Kraft versus Madsen coming up. That's a pretty tight matchup, I'd say, given the amount of effort both are putting into the sport right now. Matt lagging behind first transition.
Completely different tactic on the stage. Matt had some kind of issue with his gun there.
Yeah, that malfunction put him out. But to be honest, he was getting beat to the right side of the stage.
He was already in, trailing behind there for sure.
Andy Kwan, no hit factor. What's going to happen?
Yeah, it's horrible, man. That gun of his is just not working. He's gonna get to try it again here. He's got to reshoot.
Stickley solid on 3-target array.
Yeah, this is a ball and stage and open. This is just flat out. That's what I love about open division.
How many of these stages did you set with that in mind, right? Do you ever...
Well, honestly, I didn't set any of them from that in mind. I just kind of, after I set them up, I moved some things around as far as what I like to see. And, I guess just to have a more of an open mindset, that was the plan there. A little bit more fluent if you're ready to move your feet and take a little bit more risk. You can get those high hit factors.
Those points.
2 Charlie, man. That's 2 points. I mean, what was that?
Whoa.
But he got it back.
But do you ever really get it back?
Well, it's better than 15 points down.
Okay, who had the best jump shot of 2018, John Vlieger or David Wampler?
I don't know. That was pretty good right there. I think we got a steal of him pretty high up in the air. Yeah.
Oh, and the last shot's good. Foot
It's
was off
good.
the
It was
ground.
close, but it was good.
Nice. Andy Kwan back on the line. Do-overs. Oh.
I have been told that he has not been working on this gun. That is not his fault. It's not running.
What was that little head bobble there?
I don't think he's very happy.
That's the end of the day. That's the end of the day right there.
Yeah, put that away, buddy.
Keep that on film.
We'll talk to you later.
That's a contender for best fail on film. James with the whopping 11 hit factor.
Yeah, he smoked this. This was nice.
What do splits look like? 1/8?
The big thing was this is how aggressive he was and only dropped one Charlie, but he gave up a second makeup still. So he could have probably been a 13 hit factor.
Again, James, thanks for coming. That's our August Super Grand champion, James Turner. Killing it. High hit factor on this stage. Overall winner of the match. Well, that's it, Chris.
Well, that was pretty awesome stuff, guys. Thank you for coming. Oh, my God.